They trying to turn it into something where y'all get to battling and arguing. Leave me that shit. The one right above me, she knew exactly what I'm talking about. She was over there, and they're intentionally you know what I'm saying, taking information from one side to another to instigate a problem. Both of y'all are entitled to your opinions and to say y'all don't like each other or like what the other person is doing or like how the other person handled the situation. But it's the messy shit. They're carrying it from here to there, trying to get something started. You got fake pages, niggas coming up with zero followers, talking about, oh yeah, T-Time said this. Oh yeah, they over there talking about you, they going hard. They was trying to get the woman to come over here and get into it with you. They were trying to get her to come over here and get into it with you. And I said, leave it alone. If she's over there venting, allow that woman to vent. She's had a rough week. She's gotten into it with how many people? Don't not come over here telling nobody what somebody done said. And then it came back over here with this bullshit. And like I said, I don't have a problem with nobody standing on business. But Marie, like T-Time has stated, when she came in, what you had said to me originally or inquired about her saying, y'all don't be knowing. Motherfuckers be in here from other pages aside from their own. The woman heard what the fuck what was said. And then when she come off in here and we start changing tones and niggas start backing down like, oh, I didn't say that. That shit don't make nobody look tough. That shit make people look weak.
Okay,
when you
I was just on a call because I am also at work currently. So I didn't hear anything of what was said or what was heard. All I do know is it was debunked of one of the things that I said. And again, in the beginning, I said, some things I may have misconstrued. Some things may have been taken differently. I said, but this, if we're going to squash it, we're going to put everything on the table as it stands. I was talking to Bella. I wasn't talking with AP, but obviously it's AP's live.
But I mean, it's on AP panel. I get what you're saying. You weren't directly addressing AP, but you're talking to Bella. Bella's sitting up on AP's panel. And what's being discussed is the situation that happened in my life. So then I ain't even involved. I've been trying to mediate all morning.
Yeah, and
they tell me Trip come up because we need you now to clarify if what was said was actually said.
I agree.
And I think a lot of this shit could have been removed.
I agree. And Trip, I did say you were unbiased. You were just listening to what T was saying. You had no parts in no negative manner. And I said, here's what was said. I didn't know nothing about nothing else. So outside of, and that's why I took notes, because again, one way I interpret something may be different from what somebody heard. But there was one thing that was debunked, and the way I said it was probably messed up and screwed up because I'm at work, I'm figuring stuff out. It's a whole lot going on. But no, in no way, shape, or form was I intending to try to make you sound like you and T was over there being messy, talking behind AP's back. I just heard certain things, and I'm like, hold on. Because I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things, and I'm like, well, hold on, let me go and talk to AP and see what's up. It wasn't to come over here to intentionally be messy. And if it came off that way, I will apologize for that. But I really was trying to get down to the bottom of it because I do follow T-Time. I do follow AP. I follow you. So I'm like, what is what? If this is a time where we're sitting down and debunking and getting down to the bottom of things, what is what?
And I will corroborate Marie because I was in your live Trip. And it was not over. You guys continue. Well, not you, Trip. You were mutual, but it was T-Time, and it was, I think, the Kappa, somebody. They continue to go in on AP, and I didn't like it. I was in the comments incessantly. I know y'all probably saw several comments from Royal Ilk, because anything that I said there in the comments, I'll say again here. But again, it wasn't you, Trip. You were standing back then neutral. So we're not gonna make it seem like Marie is just making up shit, because I heard exactly what she heard, and I'm just coming here to corroborate what she said. I back her up because I was there in the live, and it wasn't over when AP left. Two people in that panel continue to still go in on her.
So I'm gonna let you finish. Hold on 1 second, Edwin, because it was my live that it took place in. Royal Ilk, Inc., whatever. You said it was not over once they left the live. AP came up and T-Time was talking. Now when T-Time and AP, you can acknowledge the fact that you were up there when T-Time was talking. AP removed herself. I've never dropped her. She removed herself and said she's going to start her own live. So you're stating it was not over then. AP removed herself. T-Time was still talking. So T-Time finished what she stated. Kappa even came up and said, hold on, not too much on this because she's not here. She said everything I said, I've repeated to AP. So it wasn't y'all was still going in. You said, well, you were unbiased, you were listening. Who the hell was y'all then? Because T-Time would have been the only one.
I clearly said it was tea time and somebody named Kappa. And then when that person
Kappa
said
was
that, like,
defending
oh
her.
no,
Yes, Kappa
tea time was
did.
like, wait a minute, Trip, you was like, okay, you did try to step in and say, all right, well, let's not talk about her while she here. But then tea time came and said no, because when AP is talking about me, ain't nobody come in and stop her. When she been on her live tours talking about me, ain't nobody coming in. So no, I'm gonna keep talking about her. And y'all they continued to talk about her, and you sanctioned it. I heard what the fuck I heard. Like, nobody's gonna gaslight me or Marie. I heard what I heard.
All right, hold on,
I heard what I
hold on.
heard. So
Royal,
I guess
hold on.
you're
Royal, hold on. So one, I know for a fact Kappa was not talking shit.
Thank you.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing. I'm just saying she does. That's not what she does. That's not what she's about. Anybody who knows Kappa knows that's not what she's about. I don't know what was all said, but I know
Hold on
for a
one
fact.
second, AP, and then I can stop. We can do whatever. But
Because I had just got done
I want
talking
to be
to
real
Kappa
clear
this
about that,
morning.
because I told them not to. Number one, I said let's not address her because she's not here. She said everything I said to her, she's already been told. There are plenty of people who can confirm in the comments that's exactly what happened. I don't have a reason
and I
why
didn't
or
deny
reason.
it.
Hold on, I didn't say you
deny that you
did,
said
and I
that.
never said you did. But let's be clear, because I didn't say you did. But you spoke on my live, you spoke on me, so I'm speaking. And what I said was, yeah, I did tell them, hold on. Kappa, in fact, stated not too much on Niece. Niece ain't here. She tried to stop Tea Time. Now, Tea Time is grown. And whatever she stated, she said, I can repeat to AP, and AP is already aware of. She was correcting what was already stated. I don't have no dog in the fight. And if we're keeping it a buck, for the past 2 days, I've been protecting AP. I've been saying, hold on, not too much on AP. Hold on, we ain't going to do that to AP.
Yes.
So I don't have a reason to flip back and forth about it. I've been stepping for the woman.
Right.
So you don't try to flip it like I'm on my live talking shit about her. Because if I had a problem with her, I'd say it. If I have a problem with you, I'll say it. So we don't have to do the whole back and forth. Like I'm trying to let niggas sidestep her, because I was the same bitch that stepped up and stopped niggas from talking about her. I was the same bitch ready to go to bat. Hold on, not too much on AP.
That's facts. That's facts. That is facts.
I've said incessantly.
Trying to get a storyline, trying to get put up on somebody's big screen. Because bitch, I ain't never tried to play it. And if I wanted to, I'd do it in public. I ain't gotta fake it or pull that shit on my life. I put that shit wherever the fuck I go. I don't have a problem with AP. I was trying to take up for AP. The fuck? Don't try to roll that shit over there on the trip slide, because bitch, you'll get a rude awakening. The fuck? This ain't got nothing to do with me. This is an AP.
I ain't gonna get a rude awakening or nothing. Like I said, I heard what the fuck I heard. I heard what I heard. I heard what I said. Like the fuck I said. I heard what I heard.
Like I said. Fuck you think you talking to? Oh, I've been protecting this woman.
AP.
But you step forward, bitch. You step forward.
It's the energy.
Bitch.
I'm gonna be
like
honest
I
with you.
said, the fuck? You get off in the paint for it. You
So
hoes want to carry messages, but don't want to step for the hoe. You get off in the paint for it, bitch.
Oh no.
Yeah, you been talking all that shit, though. Step for it. I want to see you go up against Tea Time for it, bitch. Because I was willing to step for any of them against her. So I want to see you do it.
AP, no.
About you messy assholes.
The problem is
talking that shit, but you don't want to protect her. I want you to get in the paint for her.
The problem is
I've been defending AP. And hold on, and let it be known on anybody's page. I told T-Time, hold on, T, I like her. Not too much on her. I told Slim, hold on, not too much on her. I like her. When I like somebody, I ain't got to know to fake it or pretend like I don't. You carry that goddamn bone. I want you to stand on it. You talked all that shit about her, and you come back to tell her what was said about her. What did you do? Did you step up and check T-Time for her? No, you didn't.
Trip, drop and come back because you're getting reported. So just drop and come back.
I was saying bringing this to you is not what was transpiring in the live. I understand why Trip is getting upset, because that wasn't how it was coming across. Literally, T was saying everything that she said to you. She said she had no problem reiterating it to you because it's nothing that it wasn't her talking about you. It was something that she said to you directly. So I understand why these ladies might have thought she was talking about you, or maybe they weren't there for the whole thing, but you all need to understand they have a real life relationship off of this app. And what you're doing is hindering the development of said relationship. It's not. It might be genuine intention, like you think you're sticking up for her, but the energy you're bringing in, like Marie, before I got up here, the energy you brought it wasn't trying to figure out and get down to the bottom of it. It was very like, what's up, what's popping? Because you was talking about AP, so I'm here to settle shit.
That's okay, but you cannot, but hold on, let me correct you fairly quickly, because I always speak with addiction. So you can't say,
but understand how
what's up, what's going on? Yeah, this
but that's a detriment to their relationship.
Okay, that's
and
fine.
And if we want community amongst Black women,
of
understand why that would be a problem, especially knowing AP is already a little triggered.
That's why Bella, that's why she said, Marie, bring it to the back end with Bella. And I told Bella, hey, I've written some things down, so when you get a second, we need to talk. Bella asked me for a snippet of what I had, because she's already taking down notes. AP had already asked me not to bring it up here. I said, okay. But Bella's like, okay, well, can you give me just a brief? And I gave her a brief. Then somebody said something else. So then it rolled down. It's my fault. I shouldn't have jumped up here because obviously there's too many people up here. I should have just talked to Bella behind the scenes, and
Marie,
I can take accountability for that.
That's why I was saying it to take it on the back end. Because
yes, and I can take accountability for that. Trip, I'm gonna reiterate this one more time for the people in the back that don't get it. She was never saying anything in no negative way. T was saying information that was new to me. That's why I brought it here, because I'm like, well, hold on. There's some stuff going on. What's going on? That's why I said that. But don't make it seem like I'm trying to jump up here and, oh yeah. No, I always speak like this. I always talk like this. So no, I wasn't trying to make this spiral down into something that it's not. I follow T. I follow Trip. I follow AP. There's never been a time in which I've been in any of their lives and ever had an issue up until today when I decided to open my mouth and say anything.
Right.
So no, I already understand what AP is going through. Full-heartedly, just like the rest of y'all. And Trip, my apologies if I've used your name in a way that is negative. I apologize. That's not my intention. I am very sorry for that.
You're completely fine. Go ahead.
If T Time is here, T, I am sorry. I was not intentionally trying to bring it to the forefront as if you were trying to be messy, but I was like, well, hold on, because AP was not there when you spoke on these issues. I don't know their relationship behind the scenes. So that's not for me. Outside of here, I can't speak on that. But what I heard, I brought it here because I said, hold on, I don't want something to be said and nobody has a chance to speak on it. That's already happening now, where something's being said and AP doesn't have a chance to speak up for herself. And now she's getting to the point where she's overwhelmed and now it's overwhelming for her. No.
Yeah, the narratives is crazy. That's really what it is. Like it's the narratives for me being painted. It's the narratives that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't experience what I experienced. It's the narratives of, you know what I'm saying? If I knew this, then Y, X, Y, and Z. It's those narratives for me. And, this is why, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to people, it's like you try to give people grace, you try to give them respect. You try to understand people.
And yes, and I can take accountability for my perception being wrong. Absolutely. That's what an adult does. And that's why I said in the beginning, before I gave the information, I said, now this is according to Marie. Okay. I know sometimes I could be wrong, baby. Listen, I ain't got no problem with that. I said, but this is only what I heard. And this is what I wrote down based on what I heard. I know it could have been well misconstrued. That's why I brought it up here at first. AP said, don't do it, because she knew what it was going to turn into.
Marie, babe. Yeah. Marie, they saying they want you on the docket, babe.
See, that's what I'm saying, Marie. That's why I said just do it on the back end, Marie. This is why.
They saying they want you on the docket, Marie.
This is why I dropped Royal. Royal was it's nothing personal, but Royal, you too. If you're not ready for that, you can't. This is not the life you want to just get, insert yourself and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you got it out with Kev, and that's enough in and of itself right there. But like,
yeah,
y'all, I'm telling you, it can happen. It's that quick. That's why I said, hit her up on the back end. Hit her up on the back end. Hit her up on the back end.
Yeah.
Same way.
And I understand that. And T did debunk one of the things that I was trying to say. Because I was, at that point, I was getting to the point where I'm like overwhelmed. I get it now.
Well, let me know when I can speak, AP.
Kev was up here. His daughter was up here. They was up here in the box at 2 different times. But his daughter came up. She was asking why she was being mentioned. I told her I didn't mention her, that you had mentioned her name and said that she was OnlyFans model or whatever. And she was just, I guess, trying to, make sure that, her name stays out of stuff. But I never said her name.
I wish I would have been in here. I wish you would have shared the live with me.
I told him to share the live with you, Hillary. I did. I said,
tell her snag a too-fast damn daddy to keep my husband out his motherfucking mouth.
You might want to put them on the dock, Bella. Like, I don't know.
Now,
There you go.
I just wanted to say this and then I'm gonna drop down. I just feel like no matter what anybody's intentions is trying to tell you, I think you need to take heed of the runners and back and forth, the people who run back and forth. At the end of the day, you've been going on about this for a week, and I think you've done a very good job at handling yourself and proving your point. But at some point, you got to take heed to the fact that if you are trying to dead this, there are going to be people who are going to be going back and forth, and those people do not have good intentions for you. You should just dead this right now. Stop letting these people speak for you. Stop listening to them when they say they speak for you. You have spoken for yourself enough. Anybody who's going back and forth on these fake pages and doing this, that, and the third, and take heed to the ones that know they fake pages. Because I tell you what TikTok does on here, they sit up here, they make these fake pages, and they all congregate, and they hand out these little weird-ass, fake-ass coins and shit that only add up to about 98 cents. So you have to understand that even though you're trying to plead your case, that there are people coming up here to keep this shit up, and it's not always in your best intentions. Keep doing what you're doing, but at one point, you got to sit up here and be like, damn, why the fuck do you keep coming back to tell me anything?
I got you.
Eagles.
So here's my problem. Hold on, Edwin. Here's my thing though, right? Everybody's telling me yes, let it go. Here's the thing that I don't like that I heard T did say. That I'm out here what did she say? What was it? I'm on a world tour, right? Was that what it was, Bella? World tour. I'm on tour. And so here's my thing though. It's never a problem when Hulk reaches out to Bella and says, hey, I want to go up on your panel and share my story. It's never a problem when Slim and Hulk have back end conversations to where, again, I want to tell my story and have my, so the world tour, if you want to really be in the middle of, you know, analyzing who's on a world tour, it probably is most likely both of us, right? And not just one person. Because that's something I did hear before I dropped out of Tripp's panel that was said to me by T, that I'm on a world tour. It ain't no world tour. It's me. It is me responding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I've gone over here platform. You know what I'm saying? It happened on T's platform. It happened on other platforms or whatever. At this point, he's definitely done the same thing and not let it go. He didn't even let it go last night on Slim's panel after he said he was done with it and done talking. He was going to live his best life. He still proceeded after I came up to say my side. He definitely came back up to be like he wants to respond. I was done with it at that point. Even if he was trying to respond to just Cyber. Like, if you're done with it, you're done with it.
The AP, she said she was giving him a space for him to be heard in response to you. She said if she would platform him, if he was responding to something you said.
Who?
my person ready?
You're correct.
T-Time.
Yes.
She was giving him a platform?
No, she's saying in order for it to stop, you have to stop talking about it because he's only responding to what you say.
No, he's not just responding to what I say. He's giving his whole life story. Last night wasn't a response. He talked about his time in war. He was talking about every detail of his life. That sounds like he's trying to create his own narrative for himself. That's not a response. Now, parts of what he's saying, yeah, as he's telling his own life story is, yeah, oh, she mentioned this, by the way, I want to say this. And so then, you know, my life has been this, and I do lift, and I do this, and I do that. He's telling the story from beginning to end. It's not every time I say something, he's responding. And at that point, then let us have a conversation then, one-on-one. If every time I say something, he feel like he need to say something, then I say something, and then I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, that needs to have a conversation then with two people at that point. Y'all want to platform him so he gets his side of the story. He already did that on Tea Time's panel. She allowed him to speak. He spoke and said his side. Now he's doing it again and again and again. He went live on his own live. Y'all didn't say nothing about him going live and telling his story again. I go live in my respective corner to tell my story. What is the problem with me going live and him going live on his own page? I'm not understanding. If we're doing the same thing, we're just doing the same thing. But to make it seem like one person is doing more than the other person.
So AP is saying it's cool when he do it, but it's a problem when she do it.
Yeah, that's what it make it seem like. It's not a problem when he do it, but when he does it, it's a response. But when I do it, I'm just keeping the shit going.
So let me ask you, you want T when he talk about it to get on his panel and be like, stop, stop, stop? Because my thing is this, I just don't want you and your real life people to have a disconnect over this.
Right.
To me, I think it's stupid and it's asinine because I know she really, I don't want to curse because I don't know about your life, but I know she really bangs with you. So that's what I'm saying. You can communicate that to her. I'm pretty sure it would be something understandable. And y'all
I try to communicate with her, but it's just constant like over talking.
Listen, you know you can't do it on this live with all these people putting in their input.
No, I know, but it's like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say what it's like offline because I'm gonna stop talking about the offline shit because at this point, that's just it gets into just dangerous territory. But I be trying to talk, and that's what I'm saying. She just got mad at me. Saying like, well, if you want to talk online or if you want to talk offline, that's on you. That's up to you. She got mad at me saying even then. She was like, oh, now you want to back end conversation after you didn't It said my name multiple times. I'm giving you the option. You let me know if you want to talk about it on your platform, on my platform, or if you want to talk about it online. It was just the option I was presenting to her. But for her to flip it and be like, oh, now you want a back end conversation, like that's a problem. I'm not begging you for a back-end conversation, but you wanted that same respect when you wanted me to call you the first time when I went live at 5 a.m. So now when I say, if you want to talk about it online or offline, let me know. Now you want to be upset about it and be like, now you want a back-end conversation and drop, and I'll just talk about it on my panel. I mean, okay. What do you want me to do about that? What am I supposed to do about that? You know what I'm saying?
You have to keep your eye on the prize. You have an issue with a particular person. Everybody else is trying to assist, put their input in, say different things based on what they hear or don't hear, heard through the airways, got a message. At the end of the day, there's one point of addressing. I think that this broad stroke with everybody, because everybody's going to have a critique or criticism or their opinion, matters none. I was on Talks Live today, not on it, but in there. I mean, everybody is trying to mediate that's around. There are people bringing bones back and forth and be like, look at this. Did you hear this? What is this about? Well, if you don't know what it's about, you shouldn't mention it. That's my opinion. You know, as they say, mind your business. If you don't know the business, you shouldn't be discussing the business, especially on this platform at this level with what's going on. Like I say, sweetie, do you. I mean, it's an application. You have a presence, you know. Make it rain. Do like what Miss Bella? Miss Bella, we got a new MMB. Shoot, do what you do, boo.
Hold on. Get messages.
I think honestly, me just trying to break down what's going on because I've been here since the beginning of what was going on. And I tried to attempt to be more so of a cool bystander, but it turned out to be way worse than what I thought. I've always seen everybody be attacked on here, but I've never been the one
who attacked. This is what it is. This is what it is. As soon as you speak on something, yep, this is what it is.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, like I've always been the friend where if anybody is talking about somebody I rock with, I will go to them and sit with them and talk to them about it and break it down because it's like, all right, what is this? Because I need to know how to move accordingly. But at this point in time, I'm not gonna hit you. Like I'm on my point. I feel like I misspoke, and I should have just sat quiet.
Yeah. This is not going to end well. Why you say that, Trip? I know.
Because it's just, you have person after person just being messy. Like I said, they carry bones from one live to another live, just like they coming in here now talking about tea time live. So they either trying to get all your people to leave and go over there, or they trying to go over there and they about to carry bones, and then they gonna bring them back over here. That's what I'm saying, because it's not. I'm seeing it happen with every single situation. It's not gonna end well because they want to hear about it. They continue to engage people to talk about it, but they say, why you keep talking about it? But they're asking people for details. Then they go and they compare them details on other platforms. They spread, they come back and forth. They said this there, and I bet you they over there telling her she on live, and this what she didn't say. And just like they coming in here telling you she on live, she going live now. They want to get something popping so bad because they don't want to pay that $5 for Netflix, that $10 for Hulu. They don't want to make them payments, and they getting it popping And they don't care about no who's right or wrong. That's what y'all seem to forget. Y'all like, we're gonna hold someone so accountable. These people don't care about holding nobody accountable. They want action. They don't care if it's between you and Kev, you and Hawk, you and Tea Time and Speak, the Tea Time is Nitra, Tea Time. They don't care. They don't care. Right. They into it for that. That's what I'm saying. I had to go check to block Royal Ilk. Come to find out she already blocked. And she over there, yeah, I'm going to tell you. How would you know what's taking place in my life when by the time I even clicked on your page right here, you're blocked? So what you watching me from? That's what I'm talking about. These people are messy and they weird. How are you watching me and able to tell somebody what took place in my life, but I got you blocked? Make it make sense. You're messy. And that's what I'm talking about. You got people like Royal Ilk. I heard Cam come up here and say she messaged him and told him that Rick is the problem. I ain't out of the two duos, you hear Cam being a problem more than Rick. I ain't never heard nobody say Rick the problem. That's just the professional shit starter right there. Why is she carrying that? She didn't went and told Cam that Rick is the problem. She came over here to tell you that, I heard tripping him. She lied. She did not. Why would I have to lie for it? I have never shown any form of scarcity on this live. What would I have to lie for? Why would I defend that woman for 2 days straight against people I've known longer than her and then turn around and talk about her on my live? It don't make sense. It don't read. It don't read.
Go ahead, Ty.
I was going to say, you know what, to clear this up and make sure it's not a long thing, all these people who are bringing you bones, did they ever support your business? Because it's funny that they want to be so good to you now when it's something negative, but never when it was something positive for your business.
Link in the bio for the sauce, y'all.
Okay.
Have they ever taken up for it? Have they ever gotten on a panel and argued with anybody?
Hold on.
Called out anything that was wrong? Have they ever stepped in the panel and said, hey, don't talk about AP? Hey, and I'm talking to people that I'm cool with. Slim got my phone number off the app. I didn't sit up here and say, Slim, hold on now. That may be a little biased. T-Tom, hold on now. She ain't here. Have they went up against content creators who they consider to be large content creators on this app? No, and that's what I'm saying. I think they need to start doing that. Don't come and tell AP, oh, they're over there talking, but I want to hear you come back and tell AP what you stood on business about when it came to her. Because, see, I'm standing on business, and she ain't asked me to, I ain't been requested to. But every time it's in this situation that I'm in, where I'm seeing people, I'm like, hey, not too much. Hold on, slow down, man.
I was going to say, can I answer that real quick? When AP had a situation with somebody, I'm not going to say that name, I did try to mediate, and AP can attest. So I do try to get involved.
I'm not saying you didn't, Bella. I'm not, this wasn't even for you. I'm just saying in regards to people claiming like, oh, well, we're going to come and tell her this, we're going to come and tell her this. I'm legit telling people, fall back. Hold on. No, not too much. I don't even get along with Kev. I went to Kev's live yesterday trying to make amends for AP. If I had ill feelings towards the woman, I wouldn't do none of that.
Right. No, I feel you. To me, okay, so the main thing for me, though, that rubbed me the wrong way is the whole world tour shit. The world tour shit, we're both doing. Hulk's doing, I'm doing. So it's not just me. And he's not just, oh, I'm responding. No, he's actually, like, there's people he's cool with on the app. He's cool with people just like I'm cool with people on the app. And so when he's gravitating towards people he's cool with to tell his story, that's what he's going to do, because his people going to see him in some shit. And they're going to give him and extend him the olive branch to come out and talk about his shit. Sometimes they're mutual, sometimes they not. And so if it's a mutual situation, they're going to extend the olive branch to both of us. That's just how it works. But nobody's going on a world tour more than the other. I think Hulk has spoke a lot. In addition to him going live on his own page. That's in addition to going live on his own page. Just like I'm going live on my own page. And I don't even know what he said in his lives on his own page. But he knows what the fuck I said on my live. On my page. So he pays attention over here. I don't pay attention to what he goes live about. I really don't. I don't know anything he said on his own live. But he sure the fuck knows what I've said on my live while he's been blocked. So I got him blocked. So somebody's being the messenger telling him what I've said for him to be able to repeat it in Slim's live when he's giving his recount and story of in perspective on what happened. So, I mean, we both going on world tours. We both hearing shit. Messengers going back and forth from me to Hulk. Some of them might be mutual. Some might be even closer. But we both doing the same thing on this app. It ain't just one over the other. And I refuse to have that narrative spun that I'm going on a fucking world tour. That's not even right. That's not even right. Now, Marie, I'm with you on that. Bringing somebody else's name in and you know what I'm saying, that causing more controversy. I feel like me bringing T's name in was to put a point of reference. It's not a dig at Hulk. It's to provide context from my perspective. If y'all feel like that was wrong, if she feels like that was wrong, okay. But I'm giving my recollection and my perspective. But to sit here and be like, yo, you just out here lying. You out here doing this, that, and the third. It's like, damn, nobody's intentionally trying to fuck shit up out here. I gave my experience. With that whole abuse shit, that shit I really don't fuck with. Well, if it was an abuser, why would you stay around him? Shit, you don't know who's an abuser and who's not. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You got to still do your due diligence and your research. You don't just immediately cut some shit off as soon as you hear some shit. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Everybody's out here giving other people chances when they make connections. So to sit there and say, how could you allow something to happen if you made this ultimate decision and conclusion about somebody? I don't fuck with Kev no more. So that's null and void. I don't fuck with Hulk no more. So that's null and void. Next, I can see if I was still dealing with either one of these individuals, but I'm not. So you can't say, why did you deal with them for so much longer? It depends on when I fucking found out and how I chose to handle that shit. It is still in the way that you handle shit. So I didn't immediately, as soon as I heard something about somebody or heard somebody say something out their mouth, you know what I'm saying? But it dissolved at the right time that it needed to. Like Kev said, I stopped coming around to his platform. I stopped frequenting with him. I went away silently. He already came up here and confirmed that. I stopped fucking with him. That was it. So what's the point in asking, why did you keep dealing with him then if that was your fucking conclusion? I escorted Hulk out my house. That was the fucking conclusion. That was the action. That was the call to action. Period. Well, if he was abusive, if you knew he smacked he gave me context. I don't know what the fuck happened. That's according to what his recollection is. And after some shit pop off, you know, with you directly, now you in the situation like, damn, maybe that shit didn't happen the way that they said. Because I'm seeing some shit over here. And so it ended anyways. Escorted his ass out. You can't tell me I'm not doing stuff about the shit that I'm seeing. Because it's not on your timing or because you don't think, oh, this, that, and the third. Like, y'all be killing me with the way y'all all of a sudden know how to handle situations in a perfect manner. And don't be perfect y'all damn selves. Oh, but you should have did X, Y, and Z. That's easy looking from the outside in. That's easy for you to say. But when you in the shit, it's different. When you're dealing with the person and you're being vulnerable and transparent with that person, it's different. When you're on the outside and you're a spectator, it's different because you're in the spectator seat. So it's easy for you to just sit back and relax and tell somebody how to do some shit. It's different when you're inside the shit. Any other questions? Any other questions? Y'all walk around, act like motherfuckers is perfect, and they not. Niggas misspeak all the time on here. Niggas get it wrong all the time on here. Name me one creator that ain't been in the fucking hot seat. Now, name me one creator who hasn't had to be out here defending themselves behind some bullshit. Name one creator who regrets interacting with certain individuals on this app and it came to bite them in the motherfucking ass. I definitely regret interacting with Hulk. If I would have foreseen all that shit came with him, for sure would have backed my ass up and been like, hell nah, get the fuck on. Definitely learned my lesson. That is the fucking lesson. And at this point, yeah, a conversation should probably ensue between me and Hulk. But the thing is, we don't want to fucking talk to each other. So you can't make two motherfuckers talk to each other that don't want to fucking have nothing to do with each other. But the narrative's being created. Oh, you best believe I'm gonna say my narrative, and he gonna do the same. Cool. All right, fine. I still can say, why would he say that like that? I can still sit back and say, why would he say that like that? I'm not no fucking robot. I'm a fucking human being. But the way y'all act on here, y'all be acting like motherfuckers is not that. I'm a fucking human being at the end of the goddamn day. Ain't nobody trying to play victim. I was pissed at a live interaction that happened that shouldn't have fucking happened. I was pissed behind that shit. An argument ensued after that shit. Yeah, be careful who you interact with on here. That's facts. Trust nobody on here. Nobody. I get the relationships that are being built and everything, but at the end of the day, motherfuckers gonna do what they do. Hold on, I'm getting messages. Hold on one sec, y'all.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, girl.
So I was sleeping because I work night shift, and then I'm like, I just scrolled in, like, I don't know why I turned on my phone. I should have left it off. But so as far as this world tour thing, right? Can we talk about that? Because these terms get thrown out, and then it's like nobody actually describes what's actually happening in the world tour, like what the world tour consists of. As far as I know, it's been the original live where all the shit broke loose, right? Which is T's live. That's where it started, right? And then it went into you had your own lives or whatever. And then Bella had her live on Sunday. And then that was mutual, right? That was like an equal footing. Both of you guys were there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had, was it, I don't know if you were talking about it on Trips Live, but I know that the other major live was Slim's live, which I feel like that was like Hulk and Slim thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out what the world tour actually consists of.
Yeah.
Girl,
AP,
nope.